doing it. You supposed to be happy you sitting there with Kid L. Why you mad?
The Kid L Podcast.
You got your other phone on you?
Cool. Rocking and rolling. Mikey North is back in the building. How you doing today, bro?
Man, how you doing, man?
Chilling,
Had to
man.
come back and with you. Kick it with you.
Yeah. Last time we talked, bro, we had this conversation about how, it was the OnlyFans. Your girlfriend has an OnlyFans, and that was one conversation. But then the other conversation was that you popped your ops' mom, which was another crazy topic that went crazy on Detroit Rap News.
Man, did you see that?
Yeah,
it was like 60,000 views in like the first couple hours or some shit.
Yeah, and it was crazy because a lot of the big dogs were like upping you up. Like Al Nuke was like, yeah, that's how it gets done. But then there was a lot of people like, yo, this is the game now. We're popping our ops as moms and shit.
Yeah, someone was like, oh, he's all cap. I'm like, dude, it's public record. Yeah. Like, I did over 6 years for this shit.
Yeah, you have the proof. You have it. But, nobody believes stories like that because it just seems so far-fetched. Like, you literally shot your fucking ops as mom. Like, it just sounds crazy, bro. Is there anything as far as that story is concerned that we can get into a little bit more detail so people understand it? Because I know when you were saying it, you didn't think like Detroit Rap News is gonna pick it up and promote it. So can you elaborate on it? That makes it more sense for people.
Well, the situation was like it wasn't like I just went over there and was just like, let me pop his mom. Like it was a struggle before that with me and him. We were struggling over the gun. He popped me in my leg. Shots get exchanged back and forth. It was more of that type of thing. His mom actually just tried to like get in between, just trying to stop shit. And I just saw that as an opportunity to just be like, hey, like, let me get my pake, man. You feel me? Like she was closer to me, so it wasn't like I just went over there and was just like, yeah, let me blow your mom. Yeah. It was a situation with me and him, and shots were being exchanged, and his mom jumped in the way, and I just kind of took the opportunity to grip her up and be like, hey, my dog, we not playing. I need my money.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all that was. It wasn't no like just I walked in the crib and just shot dog mom. Like, no.
Let's say it was circumstantial, right? It wasn't like premeditated. Like
no, hell no. I didn't just wake up and be like, yeah, let me go pop dog mom now. Like, no.
But what's interesting is a lot of people do wonder, like, in the business, street entrepreneur life, where do you draw the line? Like, what's off limits? Who are off limits? Some people are like moms and daughters and kids are off limits, obviously. Like,
no, I feel like that, like, it's certain things that are off limits, certain people or situations, but it's like, if we ask that question, we got to also ask the other question. What's too far to not have no rules? How far did they go? So now, like, did it like warrant your mom to get popped or the house to get shot up? Like, I don't believe in shooting houses up. I think shooting houses up is the gayest thing ever. Like, you don't even know who's in here. You don't even know if you popped your your target or what. I just think that's just like the soft way out. So, like, when it comes to like moms and kids, I feel like for sure off limits.
Yeah, shooting somebody's house up is wild, especially because you hear in the city so often that somebody, like a bystander, will get shot or will go through your house into somebody else's house and somebody else's backyard. It's like you don't even know who you're shooting at.
Like, I look at it like this: like, if you really own that and it's really like that, and if you got the low, why won't you just wait for them to come out the house? And then you could pop who you want to pop and then leave. Yeah. Instead, you want to shoot the whole house up not knowing who's in here, if there's anybody in here. 9 times out of 10, y'all shoot a house up and kill a TV. And that's like the dumbest shit ever.
Yeah, there has to be so much anger and rage in you to just shoot blindly and not know what the fuck you're shooting at. Remember that scene in Friday when they pull up in that van to shoot Smokey? Yeah. And they just start shooting everywhere? It's like,
everywhere.
Bro,
everything's getting hit.
You're like, what?
Y'all killing the fence, the grass, the bike, everything but what you supposed to.
Yeah, exactly. And then it's like the police know where you're at now. The whole situation, I don't know, like... Yeah. When you see that on TV and in movies, obviously it feels like it's more fabricated, but then you see real life scenarios where it's like, no, that shit actually does happen sometimes.
Yeah, no, that shit does happen. Like the whole drive-bys or the shooting the house up, shit like that really happen.
Have you ever been in a circumstance similar to that? Have you ever been in a situation where like gunfire was just coming your way and you didn't even know? Like,
man,
damn,
too many. Like, yeah,
damn, son.
Yeah, like downtown during the fireworks. Like, shots going off. We like, where are they coming from? You just don't know. You just start seeing shit get pinged up. Or, it was times we would just be, this was back in the day, obviously, when we was younger and thugging, but you'll be on the block and you never know. Some guys come through the cuts or something happen. Next thing you know, you just got shots coming your way, and you ducking and dodging now. It get like that for sure.
Is there an adaptability throughout experience that makes it where you hear gunshots and then it doesn't impact you as much in the moment, so you can actually look around for a second and be like, okay, now I'm in control because I've been here before?
Yep.
Or does
Absolutely.
it always startle you?
No, I think it's an adaptability. Like maybe your first 1 or 2 times being shot at, and I know it sounds crazy because the average person, like, I'm never gonna get shot at. I don't want to be shot at, but like when you growing up in certain environments or certain neighborhoods or certain cities, it's sadly to say it's normalized. But after the first 1 or 2 times, you kind of just like, when that happens, you able to slow the moment down. Like, okay, shots is coming. Let me see what's going on, where they coming from. So now I can see where I got to duck and dodge or where the safest route to go. Like, time will slow up. At least for me, it does.
Yeah. I mean, the proof is in like Navy SEALs and fucking SWAT teams and all that shit. These guys are experienced because of the fact that they've been through it countless times, right?
Yeah.
But like a street person, it's like, damn, it does happen a lot. Like, who sees more gunfire than like somebody in the streets and somebody in the war? I'm like, I don't know.
Man, that's the tough question. That's a tough question, especially them guys down in Chicago. Man, them boys, they get it in down in they little gang wars.
Yeah, I've had guys come on from Chicago, and it's just like they say it as if it's just a normal day. Like, it's just, you just watch out. You dropped that song we talked last time. You said you were working with Skilla Baby.
Mm-hmm.
You guys ended up dropping it. Damn, I thought I gave you my water, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You gave me my water.
I was looking for water. I'm about to grab that bitch. But yeah, you and Skilla dropped the track. It was fire. I like the intro to it. I like how you kind of ad-libbed until you came into your verse. Skilla Baby cooked it up. Yeah. You and Allstar JR also have a track on the project, but now you and Allstar JR have a whole tape coming together, like a whole.
Yep. We dropped the Custos track on my tape Slap God. Go stream that. We dropped that, and then he reached back out to me. We did another song, which we haven't put out yet, and then just through us kicking it a little bit more and more, talking, we just came up with a nice little plan, and we gonna drop a 7-tape EP or a 7-tape mixtape. Have 4 videos to the songs off there. We already in motion. Got a couple of the songs done. So we should have that project wrapped and ready to go in the bag by like next month.
Cool. How is the results from the tape so far?
Oh, they're good. I'm getting good feedback in my city, good feedback around the surrounding cities. The female, the Lil Bones, they love the song with Skilla. They love that song. So I'm getting good feedback.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. You have big names on the tape, and you know, if you just market it and circulate it, eventually it's gonna help build your name. Have you been learning throughout this process of dropping tapes with big names and seeing like, is it worth it to keep going that route? Do you want to go more independent after the Allstar JR tape? Like, how do you feel like you want to develop the future tapes? I
feel like dropping these tapes with the big name artists on them, and also doing collab tapes with them. It's all the right move. They already have fan bases. They're already in their lane selectively, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm coming through. That's what I'm trying to do. So by me collaborating with this person or this person, that shows my versatility, and I can show that, okay, I can snatch some of their fans. Not snatch, but hey, they might like my sound too now. I did a whole mixtape with JR, or did a song with Skilla, did a song with Sada, and they might be like, oh, who's Mikey North? Let me go check his stuff out. And the plan is to like hopefully get more streams. Yeah. So I feel like it's all worth it. It's all smart. The more and more that I'm seeing working with the bigger name artists and stuff, you can't just run and gun no more. You have to actually have a strategized plan. Like, okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this many songs. We're gonna drop on this day, and we're gonna have these videos to do it. So that's kind of what I'm learning through the process.
Yeah, like you're not just creating music, but you're creating a strategy for releasing the content and promoting the content, right?
Yep.
Because then it's like almost worthless to have all that content when nobody's hearing it.
Or seeing it.
Yeah. I think a lot of people are getting caught up in that these days. It's like they're creating the content. They're like, yo, this is the most fire stuff ever, but they don't figure out how to like get it placed somewhere. Or nobody's gonna see that shit, bro. Like, marketing is so, man, I know everybody always talks about marketing, and I know podcasts always talk about marketing, but there's a reason it's so fucking significant. It's insane. Like,
but it's essential. It's essential to your business or whatever you're trying to do. Yeah. Like when you're doing music, essentially you branding yourself as a business. Mm-hmm. Like people that invest in you or want to invest in you, they're gonna look like, why should I invest in your business, your brand, and you yourself? What are you bringing to the table? What can you do? So if you just making music in the studio and then just sitting on it and letting your homeboys hear it, and or you just put it out and you don't really do a proper release drop or proper marketing around you dropping that tape, then you're really just wasting your time and your money if you're paying for it.
Yeah, it's so rare that you can drop something and then magically it just blows up without you having to do any marketing. It does happen from time to time. I've seen it like once every few years. Somebody will just post something on their page and then maybe a platform will be like, watch it and pick it up and just promote it out of fucking nowhere.
Out of nowhere, yeah.
It's so rare though. It's like insane.
Like I done seen shit like that where they drop a song, go super viral out of nowhere. Like look at Chief Keef. That boy went viral on Tether at home.
Yeah.
Off one video. So it's like it can be done.
I don't know if you've seen that D Burks video I dropped the other day. That dude D Burks, he had like the afro on.
Okay, yeah.
And he had the disco suit. I reposted that bitch. He got like, I think it's like 500,000 views or some shit like that. But he had like 19,000 followers and he started getting up to like the 20s after I posted that bitch. But like he got, like me, Via Live Keys, Detroit Rap News, were all posting it just because it was so fucking funny.
Yeah.
But like it actually ended up benefiting him. But that's not like a real, I mean, like that's a bad example because I mean it's a good song and shit, like as far as what it is, but obviously it's not gonna hit mainstream. It's more of like a niche, funny kind of whatever thing. But that's like as far as you're gonna get when you just gamble with posting shit.
Yeah,
like
you gotta actually like network and strategize and pay the money if you got to.
Yeah, bro. People are just, their pockets are either empty or they just don't believe in marketing. Yeah. But there's a certain point where like even you, I'm sure when you were starting off as an artist, where it's like, whatever I do doesn't even really matter because nobody's about to see this shit. Mm-hmm. Like everybody feels that way in the beginning. Nobody's about to see it.
I didn't even believe in myself in the beginning. It took my guys around me, or my boy Wayne that be doing the beats and producing, to really be like, yeah, dog, you should do this. Like you can do that. In the beginning, I was just playing around, wasn't taking nothing serious. So that's how I start off for sure.
Yeah, and then once you see the results from what you test out and it works, that's when you know shit's real. Mm-hmm. Like people are listening to me. Even when we did the interview and people are watching and paying attention, you got like, I think over 1,000 people ended up watching the full video.
Yeah, the full interview was it's like about 1,500, 1,600 that watched it.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and those comments and then the original Instagram post, people are watching it. Detroit Rap News picks it up. They post your clip.
Then I'm on there interacting, commenting with them. That shit was the funniest shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I honestly have a pure belief that if you don't have that it factor to some degree, then nobody gives a fuck what you're talking about at all. You got to have it a little bit for somebody to watch it. Whatever.
Or relatable though.
Yeah, that's
you know what I'm saying? You were so crazy on that Detroit Rap News post. It was a comment on there. It was a guy on there, and he was like, "Yeah, I did time with Mikey North in the joint.
Yeah,
he a cool guy, but he was pressing me over some steak clothes."
Yeah, what was that all about?
Hey, that was so funny. I don't remember though. It could have been real though, cause like that was the number one thing I hated in prison. Like the quartermaster people, them the people who got like access to all the new clothes and visit outfits or brand new white tees, and man, they used to act like it was they shit. They used to act tight with that shit. So he could have been a quartermaster guy, and I was just kind of like pressing up on him, like, bro, stop acting tight with them clothes. Like, come up off that shit, type shit. But we would pay. It was like a little hustle. We would pay for y'all to get the shit. But they used to just act like it was they shit though.
When you're in prison, how much of your actions are instinctive and reactive, and also just like you're in that zone of protecting yourself versus you being relaxed?
I don't want to sound like prison just so savage, but it's like me personally, I was never relaxed to the point where I could be fully relaxed. It was times where I'll be chilling and I'll be straight, knowing like I ain't got nothing going on, nothing coming my way. But like when you in prison, like every action or reaction is instinctive. You have to tap in with your like animal side. You just have to, because it's really a dog eat dog world in there. And if they see the fear on you or you move like you scared or timid, they gonna eat that up. Yeah. So it's like there was times where I'll be in there chilling, relaxed, watching the Super Bowl. But like me personally, like I wouldn't walk around in like sandals like those. People walk around in slides and stuff. I'm never walking around in there being that comfortable. I always got my shoes or boots on. That's about as comfortable as I'm gonna get.
Yeah, it's like you have to do it every day too, though. For as long as you're out of your cell, right?
Literally, and they don't let you be in like an open cube setting. An open cube setting ain't no cell. You just got 8. You got 8 niggas here. It's a wall, then another 8, a wall, then another 8. It's just all wide open,
Man.
and anybody can walk in and out.
Wow, man. That's I used to watch movies about prison. Like I used to watch realistic prison movies in the open areas.
Yeah.
That was scary to me. It's like, how do you what do you do? Like somebody could just come up and stab you while you're sleeping and walk away, and that's it. Like there's nothing to stop them.
Yeah, I done seen shit like that, like up north across the bridge and stuff. Like that's where it really gets savage at. Like when you across the bridge in the Upper Peninsula, it's a little that's a different type of jail and that's a different type of prison moment. But I done seen it though. Sleeping there, you waking up to a dude getting beat with a lock in a sock or something.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
But
Yeah, that's tough. It's just tough that you have to basically, like you said, your animalistic instincts kick in, and it's like you have to stay that way the entire experience.
entire time. It's like you got to be on your toes. You know what I'm saying? Like there's gonna be times where you chilling, where you relax. You got your circle of people you mess with, and y'all chilling. But then I'll say like 80% of the time it's just best to be on your P's and Q's.
Yeah.
Really 100% of the time, but.
Was there, when you used to wake up in prison, what was the number one thing that you hated knowing you have to do every day? Like something that you were like, God damn, this is a part of the shit that I cannot stand.
Just getting up.
Damn.
Just getting up, if we gonna be honest. Cause see, I used to like to get up early morning and work out every morning. Like I'll get up at like 7 in the morning and work out from 8 a.m. all the way until 4 o'clock count. And then I'll shower and then I'll be my whole day. So waking up in the morning was like, I used to hate it. I used to be like, man, I gotta get up, but I hated getting up. And then my number one thing in prison I hated taking a nap during the day. Just for the simple fact, I don't want to wake up twice in the same day. Like when I wake up, I want it to be another day down, another day closer to the crib. But when you take them naps in there, you just keep waking up. You in the same fucking day. You just like, man, what is going on?
Oh, man.
So, that's how that was. I hated that shit. I used to just try to just keep writing music, keep the instrumentals in my ear. And my AJC and Energy, them the only 2 people that got beats on the JPay in prison.
That's crazy. So you were
it was so crazy. When I came home, I bought 2-3 of the beats that I was writing on in prison of his.
Wow.
In my AJC.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you had it in your mind like preset pretty much while you were
Hell yeah. I'm like, I'm about to buy these beats. I'm about to do this. I'm about to link up with Wayne and get the recording and do my thing.
It's crazy that you had that motivation inside. Like not wanting to wake up to like still writing music and preparing for the outside, right?
It's a mental battle every day. But it's like, how bad do you want it? I want it bad. I'm tired of being in the same predicament. I'm tired of being on parole. I'm tired of that. Something got to change. So it's like, that's the mindset you had to keep.
Yeah. I woke up today on Instagram. There was this girl that was in prison, and she was like, yo, guys. She was like talking to guys, and she was like, yo, I need y'all to put some money on my JPay or whatever the fuck. So this girl on there, and she was like basically saying, if any guys want to send me any money. It was a girl in prison literally telling guys to send her money through JPay. And I'm like, Is this the new wave? Like girls in prison are literally telling guys to send her money, and all these dudes in the comments like, I got you. I'm sending 100 right now. I'm sending 500 right now. Is that like a real thing?
Yeah, that's a real thing. That's a real thing. Like the girls in prison be slick with they shit, but that's a real thing though, cause it's like it's guys in prison, it's people in prison in the men's prison where they be on them little data convict site or write a prisoner site. And they get the bagging females on there, and they be like, yeah, send me 500, come visit me, send me this, or Cash App me this. When Cash App came out, it became so much easier.
Wow. You seen women? You heard about women doing it though, like women asking for money on the JPay through Instagram?
Yeah, hell yeah. Like I knew a couple female that was locked up in prison, and like if you got a cell phone, you could do what you want to do. You got the cell phone, shoot your little move and post your little thing, and it's gonna come through. Like they had a TikTok one. Like when I was just recently in there on my violation, like everybody in the prison I was in was like doing the TikTok prisoner shit, and it was free. You just put I guess you just post your picture and your number, and you say what you want to say, and it goes viral on TikTok, and it was going.
Wow.
Like people was getting all type of bad little bitties.
Man.
And they was on that little Lifetime show, Locked Up or some shit like that, Prison Wise or some shit. No, it was some shit like
Prison
that.
Wives?
Yeah, like they had, like it was a couple guys that was at the prison I was just at that was on that show. At the prison we was at. Like me and my baby mom, we used to go out there and on a visit, and we'll see the Lifetime girls out there, and they'll be visiting they nigga, and then like when she would walk out, the cameras will be outside because they can't come inside the prison grounds.
Wow.
You know, wildest shit ever. Like
man.
they getting slick with they shit. Big business.
Man, that's crazy,
It's
bro.
big business. Yeah.
Since you've you got back home in May, right?
April.
Oh, in April.
Yeah, April 30th.
As far as how far you thought your music journey would be and proceed to this point since you got home, how has it been since you projected what it was gonna be versus what it is now?
I think I'm doing good. I'm on track. I had a hell of a 90 days home. I've been home about 90 days now. And I'm on track, I feel. I'm about to drop me another single tape here in about 2 weeks. I'm dropping that. It's called 761 Bow Avenue. I'm dropping that.
That's clever, right?
No, for real. And that's gonna drop. And then I got the Allstar stuff dropping. I'm doing the podcast. Big shout outs to you. You been having me on here, you know.
This is fun. That last talk was crazy, bro. I didn't think I was gonna go that
It
crazy.
was the funniest shit ever. And it kinda went crazy though.
Yeah.
But you said it though. You was like, man, we got a couple viral moments. You said it though.
Yeah, I knew it for sure. I was just like sitting there, I'm like, man, like I knew it was gonna go crazy, but I was also like, damn, do you want it to go crazy?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, unfortunately, we lost like a female artist that was on this couch. We lost this girl where she was basically talking about her ops. She smoked her ops and like, you know, some crazy story like that. But then she ended up getting killed by like the people.
No, I seen that. I seen you was posting RP her and like y'all pictures from the interview and stuff.
Yeah. It was pretty scary.
Where she was from?
She was from LA. She was from Oakland. So she was from Oakland. And basically, she was talking crazy about her ex on here and how she smoked him. And we posted it. And I kept telling her throughout the interview, I was like, let's not talk about this. Like, I was telling like everybody, I'm like, yo, we can't be talking about this. She kept going there. She's like, that's why I'm here, though. That's why I'm here. So I'm like, all right. So we posted whatever, blah, blah, blah. It goes crazy. DJ Academics posted. Everybody's posting. It's going crazy.
Yeah, I seen.
I'm like, oh, it's just scary. And then unfortunately last month she lost her life. Like somebody pulled up at her grand opening at a salon and just unfortunately she lost her life. And then bro, I went on YouTube to look up, her name's Tan the God. I look up Tan the God and I'm on every single YouTube video. I'm on everybody reposting like 500,000 views, 1 million views about her losing her life. I'm seeing my name in my video and my podcast and them talking about me. And I was so scared at first. I was like, man, I hope they don't try to grill me because I was trying to stop the shit from happening.
Yeah.
And they're like, most of them are saying, like, the interviewer was even telling her to stop. So shout out to the interviewer for trying to stop her from talking about it.
Yeah.
I was like, thank God, because I didn't want to feel guilty
You ain't
about
want
that.
Nah, you ain't want no
I don't
smoke
wanna
coming
feel
to the Kid L show.
No, I just felt guilty. I was like, damn, I hope I'm not responsible for that, like that happening. But she wanted it to get out there, unfortunately, and it's just the name of the game. Sometimes we say stuff so much and so often, it's like anything can happen. So
no, it can. You got to basically, you know, for sure watch what you say,
Yeah.
or at least like in the setting you say it. Like I didn't know the history behind what happened with her or her baby dad or whoever she smoked. I didn't know the situation, but it's like when it's situations like that, it's best not even to talk about it.
yeah,
Like what are we talking about for? Like if it's already public knowledge and they know, it's known. You don't have to say nothing.
exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
And at that point, when you get to talking about it now, they gonna probably feel like you gloating, boasting.
Well, I
shit
feel like a lot
that.
of rappers get to a point, and I feel like it too. Like I have rapper friends that have like a safe key where like they know like, yo, if my career starts falling off, I got this one thing that nobody like. I got some shit that'll bring me back. This some fucked up shit. Some shit I don't want nobody to know about, but it's gonna bring me back if I say it. I've had friends that done that.
Yeah.
It's like everybody has that one thing. It's like, man, if all fucking goes down. So I feel like when people bring up their ops, it's like, man, if everything fails, I got that story about my ops. Like, not that you were doing that. I'm not saying that you're doing that.
I know.
I'm talking about people who was like, it's my only way.
Yeah.
So that's why they talk about it. It's like
I gotta give some type of relevance back to myself.
Exactly. Like, so some people, like, unfortunately, that's
Man, when you become irrelevant in the streets or just even in the industry,
man,
ooh, that's a slippery slope.
bro, imagine you grind for 10 years straight and then out of nowhere you're nobody. Like, 10 years, you didn't even make that much pay.
No, for real. You sitting there like twiddling your thumbs, like fuck.
Yeah.
What I gotta go talk about this story.
Yeah, I gotta go tell them how I had sex with my ops grandma. Like something crazy, something crazy, like where it's just like you gotta go say it. But that's what rap beefs are all about. I personally think rap beefs are all about like somebody feeling like, damn, I'm losing relevancy and I gotta keep my relevancy up. So I'm gonna go attack this guy and that
You
guy.
know what's so crazy? Like in my city in Grand Rapids, like it's called Gun Roof for a reason. We've had that name forever. But like when it comes to like the music and the rap scene, like I ain't gonna lie, my city started off with all the hood beefs, dissing the ops on the like that's how our city started off. Like we didn't start that shit, but that's how our city started off though. And it was like every hood had a diss track for every other hood, and that was the funniest shit ever. Cause there's some hot diss tracks that my city got against the other hoods.
But was it like legit? Like, did you guys actually?
Oh yeah, it was real. It was real smoke on the flow.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, like niggas was dying.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was real smoke on the flow for sure. That's why it was just so crazy. Tell the real.
Is there any projects or anything you want to announce?
Let me see. Like I said, I got 761 Bow Avenue dropping. That's coming out in 2 weeks. Me and Allstar, we got our tape coming out next month. Then I'm about to drop my video called Damn Pablo for the single off my tape Slap God. I'm dropping that. I'm dropping that this weekend. It's called Damn Pablo, so that's on the floor. That's coming out. Other than that, like we in Grand Rapids, we 616. We working, we grinding. Everybody's having motion. Shout out to my brother Wayne 616. You know he dropped multiple. He just dropped a new tape, and he got some more stuff coming. So we working, and yeah, that's just where it's at.
For sure. Appreciate you pulling up and doing this. Was a fun talk, man. I like having you on. Just go back and forth and talking about life in a very very articulate way where people can understand us, but some people who are watching probably understand it deeper than I understand some of the shit you're saying.
Probably.
Street life is a little bit different, but I like how you're open about it. Like I like how you're not like you don't push it away.
I mean, when you out of the street life and you just now like retired, you could say it's just like all I could do is give advice. Yeah. Like these are the situations. This is what it is. This is advice.
For sure. I appreciate you being a part of this. We're at Parallel Sound Studio, Hello Visual Shootings Productions. We're out. Peace. Yeah.